of the other practitioners report in the attest accountant's report. See, if you are seeking the help of a specialist work, it is the privilege of the auditor, the attest accountant, his professional judgment will say whether to refer the work of the specialist in the report. So it is purely the determination from auditor side. His professional judgment will help in referring to the work of that particular specialist in the report. Then, work of specialist engaged by the auditor. The auditor should consider whether specialized skills are needed. See, it's all based on the nature of the work that an auditor is going to perform. So, not in every industry that he might require the use of a specialist. Wherever it warrants, you need to seek the help of a specialist. So, the auditor should consider whether specialist skills are needed in performing the audit to assist in obtaining or evaluating the audit evidence related to assertions, accounts, or disclosure. So, if based on his auditing experience and the industry in which he is going to do the audit, if he feels yes, specialist is required for us to gather such evidence, then he will go for the specialist work. So, if specialist skills are needed, the auditor should seek the assistance of a professional processing of a professional or a person possessing such skills. So, who are termed as referred to as specialists, who may be either on the auditor staff or an totally an outside professional. He could be an auditor staff who himself specializes in such area or a totally outside external personnel. So, this guidance applies when the specialist was engaged by the auditor's firm. Then, a specialist is a person or a firm possessing special skill or knowledge in a particular field or other than accounting or auditing. As I earlier referred, a leather consultant. You just make a thing in your mind, so then you can apply it wherever we see as a specialist. So specialists include but are not limited to actuaries, appraisers, engineers, environmental consultants, and geologists. So who are specialists in their own area of work, the work of which is used in auditing the financial statements, then the auditor might seek the assistance of those specialists. The auditor, particularly the engagement partner, is responsible for assessing the specialist knowledge, assessing or evaluating the specialist knowledge, skill, and ability prior to engage that particular specialist, because you cannot engage and then evaluate his skills. So first you need to evaluate, assess his skills before you employ him as a specialist, employ or engage him. So this includes understanding the following with regards to specialist and the entity that employs the specialist. Okay, what are all the things he is going to assess? Professional accreditations, licenses, or certifications possessed. So these are all the things which shows that yes, really that person is a specialist in that particular area. Then the specialist experience in the work engaged and the specialist reputation and standing in the field. So these are all the normal points, and you just need to read. If it is specialist, all these points should come into your mind. Then the auditor should not use the work of a specialist if the specialist is deemed to have insufficient knowledge, skill, and ability. That is the reason we do the assessment, right? So only when you are satisfied with the assessment and the evaluation of the specialist skills, you are going to engage him. So the auditor should not use the work if the specialist is deemed to have insufficient knowledge, skill, and ability.